Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the live show. Tonight we got a lot of stuff here to cover. Um, we have Upstate Riders in the green room right now. I'm going to bring him in here shortly. There's some decisions we need to make for this channel tonight. We talked about it on Sunday. We talked about it Sunday while working on Corey's bike, doing a Dr. Harley shop shirt. I have a couple options. I want everybody to keep an eye out. Hey, Shadow, how you doing? Uh, so, there's that. I have a mystery box here. I know what's in it, but I want to show it. I'm kind of excited. I want to show everybody what's in that box. Also, I got a chopper update. Hey, Frogzilla, how you doing? Mike Jerowitz, good evening. All right, but before we go further, I do have to thank my channel sponsors. Big thank you to Yankee Harley Davidson and Cape Cod Harley Davidson, and of course, our friends at the Heyman Law Firm, because if you go down, they will pick you up. All right, guys, without further ado, let's bring him in. The man, the myth, the legend. You're my boy, Blue.
What's going on?
What's going on? How you doing, buddy?
Busy.
Stressing I know you're busy. I have background information that you have shared with me, and I appreciate it.
Oh,
I haven't shared with anybody. So, I know you've been busy. You've been missed on the scene. Everybody's been asking. I've been asking.
I figured it was going to get to that point where everybody's going to start wondering what the hell happened to Blue.
Well, it's been at that point for quite some time.
I don't mean to diss my fans and shit, but
you did it. You got shit going on. So
I do. I got a lot of shit going on.
My show is yours. Have at it.
Well, I had a big announcement that I wanted to make. I hope everybody's paying attention. I got myself a new job, and they decided they were going to throw a boatload of money at me, so I figured I better jump on it while I had the chance.
There's time only for stage 2.
What's that?
Time for stage 2. You got a boatload of money. How big is the boat? Is it like a rowboat, a kayak, a lake boat, or a motoring yacht size boat?
Let's see. Probably like a canoe.
A canoe. Okay.
No, it's a substantial amount, and they made an offer to me, and I couldn't refuse that. It was way more than as far as I'm concerned, it was way more than I was making now. There's only one stipulation.
Uh-oh.
And that is I have to relocate.
Yep. We've talked about it.
So I wanted to let everybody know that the Upstate Rider isn't going to be in upstate New York any longer.
When is moving
day? Carolina.
When is moving day?
Moving day is going to be around the 18th, I believe.
18th.
That's when I've got a moving company coming to drop off I'm getting one of those pod thingies.
Yep.
And they're coming on the 17th. I have to load it up on the 18th. And then as soon as I'm done loading it up, I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to finish the week out at work and then come down or what, or even take off that day myself, because I've got a whole group of people that are going to be unloading the pod for me when it gets down to where it's got to go. And and then I start on the 30th.
Yep. So Ray asked, did you say North Carolina?
Yes, sir.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
So that should answer
I
Nori's
did.
question. Hey, Nori, how you doing? Nori, you want to stick around for the mystery box. Trust me.
Gliding on twos. How you been, man? I'm going to North Carolina, and if you're anywhere near Myrtle Beach, which I'm not sure where you are, I'm going to be about an hour and 10 minutes north of Myrtle Beach. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
I'll be
Nice.
I'm going to where it's called Castle Hayne, North Carolina, which is just outside of Wilmington.
Is it the same work you're doing now? Is it different?
Yes, same thing, same exact thing that I'm doing now, with a little more stuff to it too. I have a ability to do some more CNC stuff because I've been doing a lot of CNC lately, but I'll be able to jump in and do, because I used to do CNC a while ago, and then I got out of that because I went to this other company, and I was doing some when I first started there, but then they ended up getting rid of the machines and downsizing the company, and I pretty much stuck with them anyway. And so I'll be able to jump back into that, which will be nice.
Nice.
But start off with mostly manual machining.
So you're going to be transitioning from a Yankee to a damn Yankee.
Yep, I know. Ain't that something?
Yep. But that's okay.
I can hardly believe it myself. Can't wait though. I can't wait. I cannot wait to get the hell out of here. I hate this place. Yep. I hate upstate New York. The weather sucks so bad.
Well, you won't be rescuing Noggin anymore with tools, and
that's true too.
So he's going to have to figure something out.
He's going to have to fend for himself, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Corey says you could ride all year long down there, bro.
Yeah. Gliding on 2 said the same thing.
Nice. So that's a big announcement. Upstate Rider is no longer going to be in upstate New York. He's going to be on the North Carolina coast, about an hour from Myrtle Beach, hour and a half from Myrtle Beach. So I'm sure he will be visiting at the Myrtle Beach bike rallies and maybe some smokeouts, because that's in Virginia.
And then I might be able to get over to do Daytona sometimes too.
Yeah, and head over to Tennessee, hang out with Ray.
Oh yeah. That's not that bad a ride because when I went over to that last time I was down there, I went from where I where I got the job, over to those guys, and that wasn't the worst part about it. Was 40, but that was quite the interesting ride, but it wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't like, oh, when am I going to be done? It wasn't like that. And I like going to Charlotte too. I like Charlotte area.
Yeah. Nice.
We got a couple of really nice dealers. There's one dealer in particular up there in Charlotte that I really like. Speedway Harley Davidson. They're pretty cool. They're nice people there. And the girl that runs the motor clothes department, she's a freaking sweetheart. She knows what she's doing, and she don't. Sorry.
Yep.
I haven't eaten yet.
So I tell you what, why don't you eat, Bob? And I am going to bring up some options I have for everybody to choose from.
Well, go ahead. I'll watch.
All right, guys. You asked for it. we talked about it on Sunday. I've been doing a lot of work on this. We talked about shop shirts, Dr. Harley shop shirts. It's not coming up. Why? Da, da, da. Why isn't it? There it is, guys. What shirt would you like? Would you like shirt A or would you like shirt B? There, no matter which way you look at it, each shirt is $45. Um, I would ask you if you wanted a shirt to Venmo me the $45 with your name and an address so I could put it in a database. And then this way, when the shirts come in, I could send them out to you. I'm not going to make a penny on it. I'm probably going to lose money by shipping these shirts out to you, but I don't care. So I put a poll in the side chat. You guys let me know what shirts you want. And it is basically going to be, pick. You're going to pick your size. If everybody wants shirt B, we could change the flag. So if Kazemoto wanted an Australian flag, I could do that. If somebody wanted a Canadian flag, I could do that on their shirt. I'm going to have your name put on the front, whichever name you want. So if Ray, if you wanted a shirt, just say Ray's Moto Life, or PA Biker. If you wanted a shirt, say PA Biker, where the name is, and where it says department, it'll have the Dr. Harley logo, probably in white. It won't be a full color. It would be a subdued color. So again, you have to send me a Venmo. My Venmo is at our shop, and I will put this here. Hey, Slim Jim. And it might ask you for my last what you call it? 4 digits of my phone number. And here that is. So, everybody choose what shirt you want. The majority will pick the shirt. And I'm going to probably leave this up for a month. So, everybody could get their, get together and order a shirt. So my email is my whole name at gmail.com. I'm going to put it here in the side chat. Yes, Mike, I know you're a 3X. That is an option. I think 3X is the largest that it goes. So let me know what shirt you guys want. It looks like 73% of you want shirt B. And there's different colors. And I'm thinking the gray and black looks great over the, because I looked at navies, I looked at reds, I looked at a bunch of different colors. And I really like the gray and black. It's something I can wear in the shop. It's something we could wear out and about. Or if you guys just want to have it for a keepsake. What do you guys think? Is that something? Looks like that's something everybody's going to be interested in. Everybody's about 75% on shirt B. I'm glad because that was my favorite. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Yeah, gray and black, definitely. That'd be nice, something for you to wear around, working on your bike or out at a rally or just, whatever. Just don't polish your bike with it or clean grease and oil with it. Don't use it as a rag. So that's that. Let's see. So I'm going to leave this up in the side here, just like that. And then we can continue on. Actually, you know what? Let's go to this view because I'm going to turn the light on and we're going to go over the mystery box. All right, guys. Got a delivery today from Amazon. It's our mystery box. So, you guys tell me, what do you think is in this mystery box? Gliding on twos, I know you would be very happy to get one of these. So without further ado, should we open it? Let's open it. This is not a knife, guys. It's a letter opener or box opener. All righty. Oh, boy. We have a box in a box. Oh. With its nesting boxes. A box in a box in a box. Hey, writing on threes. How you doing? XAN, how are you? Is that my front? No, it's not. So, it's for the shop, guys. What do we have here? We have a scan tool. That's right, guys. Finally broke down. The shop could afford it. We bought a scan tool. And with the scan tool, I can open up the AVS systems to bleed it, pull trouble codes, whether historical or not. You name it, I could do it. With it, I could program the bike to have the ignition switch act like the CVO. I could do that. I could enable cruise control. There's all sorts of stuff I could do. I got a lot of connectors in here. There's the red one for the 2022 and up Harleys. I have the regular cable in here for up to the 2021s. Yeah. There's all sorts of connectors and stuff in here. It does more than just Harley Davidson, but it just does motorcycles. So if you're curious who makes this, you've been having your eye on that. This is from Encel. I bought it on Amazon. Tomorrow, if you want, I will drop the link into the description of this. So that's what came in the mystery box. Nori, I know you would get excited over it. So it looks like Bob's done eating. Well, you choked that down quick, Bob. No, you still eating?
I'm about halfway done.
Oh, okay. Do I put you back in the green room or you want to stay up?
That's entirely up to you if you don't mind me eating in front of you, but
well, it is what it is. So yeah, that scan tool will do just about everything I could do. It is equivalent to the Harley Davidson Digital Technician. The difference is that was $1,000. Then I had some coupons, I had some Amazon points and all that, which brought it below $900. So I was happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was with shipping and tax was below $900.
You
so
can
I
do
made
the
out
stereo
really
too.
good. What's that?
You can do the stereo too if you want
to. Yeah, because I could go and flash the radio and make it so you could do the fade from front to back. As far as the radio update, that you could do right from a USB drive.
Yeah, but I meant the for like speaker configure, flashing the stereo.
Yep, I could do that. So you could change it from, just fronts to front and rear fade. I will be able to do that with it. I did a lot of research on what I wanted to do with it. So, I've been doing a lot of work in the background, one for the shop, two for the channel, which was for the channels, the shirts, and for the chopper build, and for me as well, but mostly for the channel and the shop. But that's me. So It is what it is. This is a new toy for me that I'll use in the shop. I'll definitely be doing a video about it.
You should be able to get top dollar for being able to, for people who need stuff done.
Yep.
Like I was saying, the flash and the radio, like if you're going to put an amp in or something, or 4 speakers, or whatever the case may be, they recommend
Yep.
that you get it flashed in order to do that. And you could charge them every time. The dealer
Yeah.
does.
Well, there will be $100 hookup charge. Every time I connect that to the bike, I'm just going to charge $100.
There you go.
Done. Because when I buy a tool for the shop, yes, the shop paid for it. Now it's got to make that money back and then become profitable.
It's got to pay for itself.
Right. And then become profitable, because the shop, it's a business, and, it's there to make money. It's not there to draw money out of my house. Speaking of which, drawing money out of my house, I missed 99.9% of the unaffiliated video tonight, or their live tonight, and I apologize. And the reason why was I sold my 114 motor today. Yep. I sold it. I got cash money, which pays me back for all the motor upgrades I did to the 131, but not for the 131, but all the upgrades I did to the 131. But I'm taking that cash and I'm going to invest it into the chopper, and then do the W-9 paperwork and all that and write it off of my taxes. So that brings me right into the chopper update. Yeah, gliding. I'm hoping it does, man. He says it'll. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Go to AutoZone. They'll do it for free.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. You want to trust somebody at AutoZone to sit there and flash your ECU or flash your radio? Because some things are only active when it clicks on. So go ahead.
He was just saying that to be a smart ass.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, after I just helped him do his cam, he's going to be a smart ass. That's okay. I love him to death. But
he's a good shit.
Yep. So I'm headed down to V-Twin Manufacturing on Saturday. And at a bare minimum, I'm hoping to walk out of there with a different fuel tank, an oil tank, a Springer front end, and a taller sissy bar for the chopper. Perfect world, Ted would donate an Evo motor and a transmission for me. Or all of it would be amazing. Because then if you donated all of it, then I'd buy the electronics, the electronic ignition. I would buy I would need a VOS. I would need a mount for the headlight. I would need a tail light. What else would I need? I would need an open primary, different forward controls. Yes, forward controls are on there. I don't know the condition of them. I don't trust them. I need a clutch lever and a brake lever and things like that. So, that's where I would be going with that. And a horn, maybe not a horn because it's a chopper, but we'll see. So I bet you did hear that phrase all the time working as a tech. I'm sure you told them the same thing. Well, go. Trust them. Guys that haven't been to school, doesn't have an education or anything. I have that one. Don't let people know because they expect you to use it for free. Yeah, no, not for free. Nothing is free in this world. How you doing, Tweedle? Good to see you. Oh, you did get one too. Good.
There's no free lunch.
So I'm hoping Saturday will be a great day for me for the Homes for the Brave chopper build. one way or another. Some videos will be coming out about that and building it and starting it, and hopefully make this thing a running bike, and then I could tear it all apart and send it out for paint, and then build it all back together, and then get it to Homes of the Brave so they could raffle it, start the raffle, sell the tickets, and things like that. So let me check the poll how we're doing here. Okay. We're at, let's see, 33% want shirt A and 67% want shirt B.
67%?
Yep. If anybody's curious, these are the shirts that I'm looking at getting. They're $45 a piece. If you guys want a shirt B will be customized with your name on it, the logo on the back. Shirt A will just have a small logo on the front, and it's not going to be a full color logo. It's going to be a one color logo. I think it's just going to be white or yellow or orange, something that pops. I haven't decided yet on that color. The same thing with the naming. So, it's going to be something. It might be white to go with the stripes in the American flag. But if you're Canadian, I could change the flag to Canadian for you, because I'd have to order each shirt individually. If you wanted a Australian flag for guys in Australia, I could do that, or a British flag for the guys in Britain or Germany or wherever you are. I just need you to Venmo me the $45 with the name you want on the shirt and your address. And then let's see. Does the back of the shirt say complaint department asking for a friend? Corey, if you want, we can do that for you. Just let me know. You want the back to say complaint department. Or for somebody, click here. Gremlin Rebel flag is not an option. They only do country flags. I wish they would do like a Rebel flag. That'd be cool. But that's not an option. Let's see. If you go with shirt B, you'll look like you work at AutoZone.
You said something about Venmo?
Yes.
What if you don't have Venmo? What if you want to pay another way?
Then you could do it in the super chats, but add a third of $45. So let's see. Let's do the math on that. Because YouTube's going to take their third, unfortunately.
All right, I get it. So that means I need to get Venmo.
So, yeah, believe it or not, a third of that would be $15. So you'd be sending me $60 in the super chats to order your shirt. I suggest signing up for Venmo because it doesn't cost me anything to do Venmo, because I won't do an instant pull. I let it do its thing over time. Yep, it'd be your name with my logo. So let's see.
I'd have to think about that. What name would I put on there?
Update writer, blue.
Blue. It would have to be blue.
Put it on Mike's bill. I could do that. Mike's got quite the bill going, Hannah. I think he's up around $1 billion. No, it's my logo, Tweedle. They're going to be Dr. Harley shirts that I'm ordering for everybody else. I would not put a bronze chicken on there, but for you, if you wanted the name, it could say bronze chicken. It's good. It's good writing. Facebook stuff. Also, Facebook has stuff also for it. Okay. Let's see. Or PayPal. Yeah, I don't have PayPal anymore. I don't even know what my PayPal account name is anymore. Okay, Hannah says shirt A for Mike and me. Well, unfortunately, I'm doing one style shirt, Hannah. I'm not going to do two different styles and have it should just be a logistical nightmare for me trying to do this after hours while I'm not working in the shop and not working at my job and not doing YouTube. So it'll be kind of hard to offer two different shirts. Uh, do they have an ice cream cone print? No, but where your name is, Toledo, I could put ice cream lover or ice cream man. You know,
How long are you letting the survey go?
I'm going to have it go till the end of October.
Mm.
So everybody will have a chance between now and the end of October to order a shirt. And I'm going to put the picture of the shirt up in the community tab with all the details of how to pay for the shirt, how to send me your address and everything. So yeah, it's clutch slips at high RPM. Yep, we knew that was going to happen. Let's see, I'd promote you in any outfit. Thank you, Hannah. You're a sweetheart. Let's see. I hate polo shirts, either in a collar or a tee. Well, it's not a polo gremlin. It's a shop shirt. It's basically a Dickie shirt. This one does have like spandex in it and polyester and cotton and things like that. It's not a slip over polo. It's an actual shop shirt that you would see, people wear in shops and garages or race teams and things like that.
I don't have a women's tapered, right?
I can order a women's shirt. Why did you want a women's shirt for some reason, Bob? I know you don't have a shop gremlin. So yeah, where are we on the poll?
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. We're still at 62%. The majority rules of picking the shirt. Like I said, we're all going to make a decision tonight of what shirt we're all, people who want them can order them through me. And again, I'm not making any money on it. I'm actually going to lose money by with shipping them to you. So I'm going to order about 3 or 4 for myself so I can wear them in the shop and also out riding or whatever. That's what I'm looking at. I like them actually. I think they're pretty cool. I could go either way. I was torn about which one to go with. That's why I'm asking everybody their opinion.
I really like B, but
oh, so do I.
Hi, Mel.
Hey, Mel. Yeah, Mel wants a guy's shirt as women's run small. Yep. No, it's screen printed, Tweedle. It'd be screen printed. No matter what shirt we go with, it's all going to be screen printed. Well, Gremlin, if you want to cut the sleeves off, then, you're more than welcome to do so when you receive your shirt. So, yeah. So, guys, let that sink in. I've already put a thing in the community tab to pick your size, but nobody saw what shirts I was leaning towards. I started with shirt A, and then I, doing a lot of Google searching. Then I found shirt B, and I really like the style of shirt B. It does remind me of race teams and stunt teams and just high-end shops that work on cars and bikes and things like that. Where shirt A you find at your Meinekes and things like that. So Venmo address is, I'll put it right here in the site chat again, Mike. It is at our shop. Hey, Salty Bagger, how are you? There's the Venmo address, guys, if you want one. Just make sure you tell me what you want the name on the shirt to be, and then I could order it, and we could order it with your name on it. And just let me know what size you are, too. They go from small to 3X. So there's my Venmo. And I'm just going to let that money sit there until the end of October when I put the order in. And then this way I could start off fresh come next season with some new shop shirts I'm going to wear in the shop, because I'm tired of advertising everybody else, not fellow YouTubers, but different rallies and Harley and all that. I'd like to start, advertising myself, have something a little stylish or anything. If nobody wanted one, I was still going to order 3 or 4 of them. Then I would order 2 for Mel, because you need a minimum of 6 to order. Nice. I'm happy to hear that. So, Bob, what else is going on in your life, bro? You're moving. You got a new job.
Putting my house up for sale.
Putting the house up for sale. You're bringing Rose down here. You're going to store it at my place.
One can dream. Now I got to bring that with me. I got to get to work somehow. Well, not that I can't ride the other one.
Yeah, you got the Dyna. And when you come up this way, you go visit your sister, then you have a bike to ride. Hey, Keith, how you doing, buddy?
I think my sister might be getting a little jealous because she wants to move down to North Carolina too, and she's been talking about it for years and hasn't done it yet.
Well, at least now when she moves down, once you get your place, you'll have a place to stay till she can figure it all out and get set up. What up, DDK? So for everybody who's just joining us, Upstate Rider is moving down south to North Carolina, about an hour and a half from Myrtle Beach. He's got a new job down there. They threw him a canoe full of money and says, "We want you. Come on down." I had an idea, Tweedle, for the front of your shirt. We could put "Hell's his daddy." So, yeah, was it Wilmington, North Carolina, you said, Blue?
Just outside of it.
Just outside of Wilmington, North Carolina. So.
But that whole general area, yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be doing the same work that he's been doing, but same, but different, but yet still the same.
Pretty much. Still machining, which I've always been doing for 30 years.
Mel says, put blue on his shirt.
That's what I said, Mel.
We could do that. No, he wouldn't kill you. He'd love it. I think he would love it, Tweedle, when you got put "Hell's Daddy" on the front. And you wear it down to Daytona, standing next to him, since he's not here tonight. Well, he might be. He might be in a ninja in the background, but I think we should do that. I think that would be awesome.
I can't wait to hit that nice weather down there either.
Oh yeah, and you're going
I
to be
hate
going at the right time. You know, you're going to move down there. You're going to be running around in a t-shirt. Everybody's got jackets on,
I
and
know,
they're going to look at you like you're crazy. And then next year you'll be having a jacket on.
but I love the heat, you know.
Yeah, honey, yours would say Satan. Actually, Satan's handler. So Frogzilla's got a good question. Are you going to change the name of your channel?
Everybody that I've talked to so far says don't. But I mean, if I was moving to the northern part of North Carolina, I wouldn't have to change it at all. But when I'm moving to the southern part of North Carolina, so now I got to give that some second thought because it's not going to be upstate anymore.
Yeah. You could go NC Rider.
Could.
NC Coast Rider. Or Blues Traveler. Or Traveling Blue.
Traveling blue, I like that.
Yeah. Hey, Grizz, how you doing? XAS is called it Blue Boy.
Which I'm hoping to also do a bunch more stuff on my channel when I get down there too.
Mel says the YouTuber formerly known as Upstate Rider.
Oh my God.
Oh, Eva Rick says Downstate Blue.
Yeah.
Or Riding on Three says I'd leave it. Ray says
Down South
Rider. Gremlin says Down South Blue. Dixie Blue. Yeah, Traveling Blue would be good. That way you wouldn't have to worry about another change up either.
Yeah,
Southern
hopefully this is where I'm staying. I hope I'm staying put here for the rest of my life. I ain't getting any younger.
All right, my wife's got to get cut off from alcohol. So she's saying do a symbol like Prince did. Let's see. PA says Southern State Rider. Tweedo goes Blues Clues. You get a lot of kids finding your page. Smoky Mountain Rider or Smoky Mountain Blue. There you go. You know?
Boy, everybody's got a
Ocean Blue Rider. Oh, she's not even buzzed. She's just in a strange mood. Oh, DDK says blue ball.
Leave it to DDK.
Wow. Wow, that came from. Hey, good night, Mike. I'll talk to you tomorrow, bro. Southern State Rider. Ah, the Blue Ridge Rider. There you go.
It's pretty,
Tweedle says, Blue Balls, DDK named it. It's official. Nah, I can't see you as Blue Balls. It's Blue. You're my boy, Blue.
If anybody's going to give me a name, we got to get Dallas.
Yeah. Where is Dallas tonight? Is he in trouble with Penny?
I haven't
think he
seen him in
is.
a while. Last time I saw him was on I think your stream. It was just you and him.
Yep. Yep.
That was the last time I saw him.
Yep. Mel says she's picking up the jokes for Dallas tonight. Frogzilla says, I haven't seen him all night. Must be date night. Well, someone's got to take care of Penny. Might as well be him. Because like most of us, we've married up. Like I've married way up. My brother Mike married way up. So Dallas married up. I can tell you that. Noggin married way, way, way up.
That's an understatement.
Oh, there we go. Is Blue Balls Rider. Hey, Gene, how you doing? Hey, just to bring everybody up to date, there is a poll that's pinned on the top. We're doing a Dr. Harley shirt. I'm taking a vote. The one with the most votes is the winning shirt. It's either shirt A, which is a plain Dickies shirt with the Dr. Harley logo over the left pocket, or shirt B, which will have your name over the right pocket and a subdued logo on the back. Subdued maybe a white or an orange, or it won't be black or gray because it get lost there. So that's what I'm looking at. So if you guys want to jump in and vote, last time I was looking, shirt B was winning the vote. It still is at 57%. And shirt A is at 43%. So it looks like shirt B, and voting will close on this when this live stream ends. Plus, I had a mystery box. I got my, in lack of better terms, my digital technician for the shop today. I spent the money. I didn't buy digital technician because it's just insane cost-wise. So, this was a sixth of the cost from Harley Davidson or Snap-on, the original rate band. I found it online. I found Amazon had it. Retail is $9.99 with a coupon from the manufacturer and with some Amazon points I had. It brought it down for less than $900 with tax and free shipping, of course, being Amazon Prime member. So, and chopper update. I'm going shopping on Saturday at V-Twin Manufacturing. Gremlin, don't be jealous. Don't be mad at me. Don't hate me. I am going to the warehouse on Saturday. I'm going to be doing some shopping for Perfect World. I'll be walking out of there with a motor, a trans, a Springer front end, handlebars, a dual headlight mount, taller sissy bar, and a bigger fuel tank. So that would be Perfect World. And Ted says, give me the paperwork. We'll write it off on our taxes. Good luck with your bill. That'd be Perfect World. If I have to pay for things, then it's going to be the gas tank, the Springer front end, the taller sissy bar, and an oil tank. So that's what I'm looking at, and that's where we're at.
You've had a hell of a show tonight there.
Thank you. Gene says, I like to do topless. That's not true, Gene. I saw you in Gettysburg and you weren't topless. Hey, Oakley on two wheels. How you doing? Let's see. PA says to me, it doesn't matter whatever you order. It's all worth it because you work hard. All right. So if you want a shirt, you got to hit me up at my Venmo, which is rchop on Venmo for $45 with whatever name you want on the front for shirt B. If we go with shirt B and your shipping address, and I'll put it all out. Yeah, Gremlin. I'm going to make my own wiring harness because that's what bikers do. Hey, Bry's here. How you doing, Bry? Blue, do you want to give Bry the update of what's going on with you? A quick synopsis.
I'll go over it one more time, sure.
Well, people just showed up and they want to know all about Blue. What's going on?
Probably wanting to know why I'm on your stream.
Well, you're always welcome on my live streams. You know that.
And I appreciate it every time you have me on, too, by the way.
All right. I love you, Blue. All you got to do is say, hey, can I come on your stream? And if I have a guest, I'll say, not yet. I have a guest. But if I have no guest like tonight, it's absolutely
free for all.
That's it.
So for anybody who wasn't here earlier, I'll stop eating long enough. I recently got a new job. And they're offering me quite a bit more money than what I make now. So I couldn't refuse to take the job. However, I have to relocate to take the job. So I'm going to be relocating in North Carolina. I can hardly wait.
There it is. There it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link out here. So if anybody wants to come on, Slim Jim, Bry, want to congratulate Upstate Writer on his new job. You want to talk about the shirt. You want to talk about the shopping spree. I'm going to be going on Saturday at V-Twin Manufacturing, or my digital technician that I just got in the mail today. There's the link, guys. You're more than welcome to come on. Bry, hint. He says that's great news. Slim Jim says warmer weather. Gremlin says we're in North Carolina.
So did DDK, I think. DDK just asked it too, didn't he?
Yep. What part of North Carolina?
It's Wilmington. We're just outside of Wilmington, North Carolina, that general vicinity, which is southern part of North Carolina.
So P.A. Biker said Blue's pregnant. Are you pregnant?
No, I don't think so.
You don't identify as that.
It's about an hour or so north, hour and a half north of Myrtle Beach.
Yep. So Slim Jim wants to know, I know the answer to this. Will you leave the diner with your son?
No.
If he wants one, he can buy one. So, Okie on two wheels says, congratulations. Glad you're getting the opportunity to start a new job. I hope the job works out better for you, and then you're wanting it to. I hope so too. And I hope that the cost of living there is a lot less than the cost of living in upstate New York. So
there is a bit of a difference. However, I noticed housing is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Oh,
But
see,
as
writing
far
on
as-
three says, "Oh no, just south of Camp Lejeune. Been there a few times while I was stationed there." So you're gonna be seeing a lot of jarheads.
Powering on. Welcome to Alltech Lansing.
And Gremlin says he's got family in that area. That's
Nice.
awesome. Yep. So a lot of big happenings and announcements tonight on this channel, which is always exciting. You know, of course, the big announcement: Upstate Rider leaving upstate New York, going to Wilmington, North Carolina. Got a new job there down there that sent him a canoe full of money. He says, "Come on down here." Was it at least quarters and not pennies, or was it foldable money?
Fold over.
Oh, there you go. Carolina Beach in Wilmington. Nice.
Yep. Familiar with it.
Yep. And DDK says, "What's Noggin going to do without Blue?" Yep. Who's going to rescue him with a socket when he needs one?
I don't know.
You know? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Noggin's going to be in some trouble for sure. Won't have Blue to ride to and rescue him with a 10 millimeter socket. Well, you know, he's got that new toolbox. So there we go. Then the t-shirt order, that's the latest and greatest for my channel. And for the shop or the OR is I have a third-party digital technician to do a lot of things to Harley. Like I could program key fobs, I could reset TPMS, which is tire pressure monitoring systems. I could flash the radios. I could disable the ignition, so the on-off, the engine kill switch, like on your CVOs, will be, it would act like that, which is awesome. So there's that, and of course the t-shirts. Okay, let's see. For some reason, a link ain't come up on the side chat. Well, let me put it back out here again. Maybe you missed it. There it is, PA. It's there yet again, just for you and anybody else. Oh, and here he is. And it's that quick, Mr. PA Biker.
Hey,
What's
hey,
going on,
hey.
buddy?
First of all, Blue, congratulations on your new achievement. I wish you the best of luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Bless you and your family, man. Hello,
Thank you.
Doc. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Absolutely.
A lot of stuff
Congratulations on
going
your new toy.
Thank you. Well, it's a tool to make money.
And that's what you got to do. You got to have the tools to make the money.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I've decided every time I plug in into somebody's bike, it's $100 charge.
And, hey, they don't want to pay it. Go to AutoZone.
Yep. Or Advanced Auto Parts or Pep Boys.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
wherever.
Exactly.
Actually, if you ask me, Doc, $100 is cheap.
Yes. Well, I'm trying to undercut dealers in other shops.
And they
We have
deserve
the man
that.
with the legend, Mr. Gremlin. He's going to yell
Uh-oh.
at me for going to the warehouse, and he's not going on Saturday.
Oh man, but take a lot of pictures just to tease me.
Hey, you know what, Gremlin? If you leave now and get here, you can go with me.
I wish I could, but I'm gearing up for meeting up with Dallas and everybody Sammy and I have been talking off on the side, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but what's more
meet up.
important, chopper parts at a chopper warehouse and hanging with me on a shopping spree?
That's the problem. Shopping spree. I'm just a
Why is
poor
that a
white.
problem?
I'm a poor white boy. I can sit there and I'd have to look at something and save up for something like that. If not, I'm gonna have to find a deal.
PA, why are you here twice?
I don't know. Something happened to my phone.
All right, so remove that one. Is that better?
Yeah.
Hey, Red, whereabouts in North Carolina did you say? Because you're an hour and a half out of north of Myrtle Beach. You're not quite Wilmington. Are you like Acme Delco area or what? You up 17?
Yeah, I guess it would be 17, but the Wilmington area, you know where Wilmington is?
Yeah, a lot more than you think.
Yeah, it's just outside of Wilmington where I'm working.
Okay, west or north or south?
It's called Castle Lane.
Okay, that's north of Wilmington, up on 132, just north of UNCW.
Yeah, but it's only like 15 minutes.
Exactly. My niece lived right up in that area, and my son lives down at Carolina Beach. And my father was city council of Carolina Beach, and I was down there off and on for 14 years, and started going there when we were probably about 9 years old for vacation. So I know the area well. I was down in that area right after Smokeout. I rode down.
I actually have some friends that live in Leland.
Yeah, that's over on the that's going towards almost same area as Castle Hayne.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to answer this question real quick for Tiger. His 2015 lowrider start without the key fob being present. Why? I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure why it is. It's probably disabled within the ECU.
That makes sense.
That's what digital technician could do, could disable the security of having the key fob present. I would bring it to a shop that has a digital technician and see if that's the case. If I was you, I would have them re-enable it and have your key fob with you. What I do with all my fobs is every February, I replace the batteries and all the fobs. We had a great meet the great gremlin in Tennessee.
Doctor, do you reprogram after you do all that though?
Yeah, I could reprogram key fobs, PPMSs, which is tire pressure monitoring system. So, and Dallas is here. What's up, Dallas?
Dallas, you got to think up a new name for me. That's going to go wide.
Disable the speed limiter in them. No, well, actually, I don't know. I'll have to look into it because I know when I do an aftermarket tuner, they get disabled. So I'll have to look and see if that's something that this tool can do. I'll do that going through the video about it. So that video will probably be up towards the middle of October because I got 1, 2, next 3 videos are already done and set. This would be video 4, so about a month from now. Who's got the TV on?
Not me.
It's Gremlin.
Hey, Blue, I used to live in Mooresville, North Carolina.
Really?
Yep. I lived there for 13 years of my wife's military career.
That's not a bad area, really.
No, it's very nice. It's the heart of NASCAR.
It's not by Fayetteville. PA. That's not by Fayetteville, right?
Charlotte, Statesville, Mooresville, Concord.
Yeah, Concord. Yep, I know where Concord is.
Yep.
From the way it looks, shirt A right now has overtaken the lead. So
Really?
it looks like shirt A, which is in black, it's charcoal, with the logo over the pocket, has taken over shirt B. Because as of right now, we're at 52% for shirt A, 48% for shirt B.
I gotta go to the little boys' room. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hope everything comes out okay, Bob. So that's what I got going on this weekend, guys. You know, doing a shopping spree. Hopefully, be doing some chopper footage here soon, and really getting this thing going.
Are you looking for parts for the chopper that you're building?
Absolutely. I sold my 114 motor today,
Yeah, I heard you say that earlier.
so I got a pocket full of cash that I am donating, if need be, to the chopper build, unless Ted from V-Twin Manufacturing finds it in his heart and donates it to the build for Homes for the Brave.
It never hurts to ask.
I've been asking him, and I'm going to hold his feet to the coals. I'll give
Good
him
luck
my
with
wish
that. I
list.
can't wait to see the videos.
Yep. If he gives me a motor and transmission and I have to buy the rest of it, I'm good with that. Or if he gives me everything, I'd be ecstatic with that, because then I could buy the open primary I want.
You're not going to grill the primary at all? In other words, you know, at least cover the primary to a point without it being totally open.
Oh yeah, there will be some sort of
Protection.
Protection.
Gotcha. Because I've seen a rock jump into an open primary like that and pull a piece off, and it totally wiped out this guy's inner leg.
Yep.
It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, I've had my shoelace caught in my open primary. Whipped my foot right off that peg and threw it behind the bike.
Oh wow, not good.
After that, I learned to tuck my shoelaces in. You know?
Yeah, I've never been a fan. I've had a lot of friends that did pan shovels with open primaries and jockey shift, the whole bit, but I was never a fan of that. I was always at least grill the primary so you have some sort of protection so you can't get sucked into it.
Gotcha.
Red, you and I are going to meet soon. You know that, right? If you're down in that Carolina area, that's stomping grounds for me. Annapolis, Maryland, and Harpers Ferry, DC is stomping grounds. Philly is stomping grounds. Carolina Beach, and obviously now parts of Georgia, which I'm not going to really say a whole lot about, but
so
it's close to Daytona. That's a good thing.
Did you see how long it took to do Corey Stage 2?
Yeah, it wasn't long at all.
Nope. And we took our time. And I waited the 20 minutes per lifter to bleed them down.
Now, do you put in like a regular oil for the break-in, and then once you after about a 500-mile break-in, do you once you see what metal or anything, do you go to the synthetic after that?
Nope, I run synthetic right from the get-go.
Well, I run synthetic, but I've always been like with the shovel heads and stuff. We always used a regular oil to start with, and then after your braking period, you switch to whatever oil you were going with. If it was synthetic, that way you can see the metal and whatever else, how everything's meshing. When you drain the oil.
Yep. That's a normal way of doing it for the older motors, but the newer motors, twin cams, Milwaukee 8s, you don't have to.
Okay.
Because when the motors are manufactured now in Milwaukee at the powertrain operations, they dry run them in, which means no fuel but oil. And they check them for compression and make sure the timing is correct and things like that. And
So no matter
back.
what oil you use, no matter what oil that you do use, you're going to still drain it after a certain amount of mileage for check.
Yeah,
to break
1,000 miles.
Yeah. Oh, you go 1,000?
Yep.
Well, that's no fun on stage 2. I was hoping it'd be like 200, 250.
No.
I mean, I've heard 500. I've never heard 1,000 though. But
No,
okay,
I
that
do
makes
1,000
sense.
miles. I recommend 1,000 miles. It gives a chance for the lifters to
And
enter
what
in.
top speed?
No more than 3,000 RPM, and just like a normal break-in, fluctuate your
Okay.
speeds. But
All right,
everybody breaks in their motor however they want. Some people say break it in like you ride it, and I say that's how you break your motor.
Yeah. I mean, I ride, my bike is only a 103, but I still ride it. And I've always ridden bikes hard. But I also know that if you ride them a certain way, then that's how they're broken in.
Yep.
So with this bike, when I bought it a couple years ago,
when you're breaking in a motor, you're seating all the bearings to your components, right? Which would be your cam bearing at the case, your cam bearings at the cam plates, your oil pump, your rings, you're seating your rings, you're seating your valve seals, your the valve seats, you're seating all that for the first 1,000 miles. Now, if you ride it like you normally ride it, like I ride it, then you're really going to take a high risk of breaking that motor. Yes, it's under warranty if you buy a brand new bike. However, now you're going to be without your bike for about a month or two when you could be riding a brand new motorcycle, and they're going to tell you to break it in properly.
Well, I mean, I'm a firm believer in breaking things in right, and in that way, but as you get closer to the end of the break-in, you start kind of pushing it a little bit so that way things mesh accordingly.
Yep, for the first 500 miles, don't exceed 3,000 RPM. Fluctuate your speeds. Don't use the cruise control. I always say the first 50 miles, don't even get on the highway. Let that
I have risk control.
Yeah. Don't
Unless I
let that motor heat cycle. That's the
right.
I did all
after 5,000 miles, bring it up to 4,000 RPM. Again, fluctuating your speeds to that 1,000-mile mark. And at that 1,000-mile mark, drain your oil. Transmission primary if it's a brand new bike, but if it's just a motor build or like we did with Corey, just drain the motor, change the motor oil, and then ride it like you normally would, and you'd be fine.
I did every one of those things you just said, Doc.
Man, you should be right.
Every one of them. And now I'm ready for 10,000 service.
Run off of E85. The problem is, Frogzilla, kind of hard to find E85 everywhere.
I'm actually shocked that I got 10,000 miles on that thing already.
On your bike? Yeah. Think of how many miles you're going to have on it this time next year.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you get down
Maybe
to the
25
south.
to 30,000 miles.
That East Coast trip back in July really knocked a few on it, I'll tell you.
Wait till you get down to warmer weather, you know how it works.
Yep.
Yep.
They're hard to beat for that, too.
Mhm. Okay, cool. Well, looks like I'm heading out towards Henry Horton, as per Sandman and I talking, and I think I'm going to miss Biketoberfest because now that I have all stage 2 parts, I've had them, but I've delayed with smoke out. But with this coming up here in the next couple of weeks, I think I'm going to hold off on that and do that after the fact, and then just kind of gear up for Daytona Bike Week. Now I want to try to at least keep up with some people, like that guy down there.
PA biker.
The guy in the bottom left. The guy in the bottom left.
Yep. Hi, Lolly. So, Gremlin, I don't know if you heard, but after Daytona, I'm going to be putting Spaceballs up for sale.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I did hear it, but I mean, it's all good. I just want to see what the build was and what it can do. I just like good machinery and well-made products. If you put it together well, all the power to you, man. I just want to see it work.
Yeah. Oh, you'll see it and hear it.
I mean, the only thing I've seen is that short little video on a ride trip to work and a burnout in your driveway. So, I mean, you haven't shown much.
No, I don't do. If you notice, I don't do a lot of ride videos.
Well, I mean, like, I can understand that because my ride is for me. I've tried to play around with my phone and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, forget this, man. I just want to ride. This is too complicated for all this stuff and do it. Now, if you do it for a living, like some people do, that's one thing. But, I'm just an average person getting on the road and just riding. I don't want all that crap.
Yeah. Well, the plan is when I sell this bike and the chopper's done, get something like a deluxe and then build a Cholo. Like a West
What
Coast
year?
style Cholo.
What year bike are you looking for to build the Cholo?
Twin cam.
Okay. Now, early model twin cam or
Either a 98 or 103.
98 or 103? Let me get this down because I have a lot of friends in a lot of areas that I don't know if you've seen some of my posts. I've got friends that are throwing out deals like you can get a bagger that's a 2009 from a friend of mine for like $4,500.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing, and it's in mint condition garage. So I've got a lot of friends that are getting older and they're getting rid of their bikes because they're doing things like they're just going on the road and traveling for a living, but they're not into the motorcycle. So I got a friend of mine bought a 2009 FLH, I think, for 2000. And that was up in Maryland.
Wow.
Yeah, for Maryland, that's like unheard of. But I know a lot of people that I can contact for stuff like this.
Yep. So, two things got to happen for me to buy the deluxe because I really want the deluxe. I don't really want a heritage. I really want a deluxe.
Okay.
But if I can't find a deluxe, I'll do a heritage. But it's going to be a complete West Coast style Cholo without all the engraving because that stuff just gets stupid expensive.
Right. Now, what year heritage were you thinking? Because they came out with that the second edition in the 80s or mid 80s, early somewhere, and that was the big deal. And are you willing to go back that far, or are you looking for something?
I want something reliable because what I'm going to do is after I build it and ride it for about a year or two, I'm going to sell it, probably ride it for a year, sell it, and then build something else.
Right.
Maybe another chopper for myself, or I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta get that 650 Triumph down for my nephews out of Southern Maryland. Get it down here so I can get something going with that. Because I'm gonna need somebody to that has a jig to do a weld-on hardtail.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff.
that might work for sale before spring.
Hey, Dallas, did you see my I am to you on Discord? Check it out.
So, you know, the whole premise is front rear airbag, no kickstand, no center stand. When I air it down, the frame is the kickstand. Plain and simple.
Gremlin, have you seen my bike? Have you seen my bike?
No, I caught bits and pieces of it when you showed up in Tennessee for that ride, but not actually, where, you've done a full walk around on it or anything.
It's a nice looking street glide.
Oh, okay, sweet.
I only see one thing wrong with that bike. So actually two things right now.
Well, I see one thing wrong with it. It's not mine.
Well, that would make three things.
Come on, buddy.
The first thing that's wrong with that bike right now, it's sitting in the garage and not being ridden.
Okay, I agree.
By choice.
The second thing I see wrong with it, it's a street glide and not a road glide. And the third thing that's wrong with it, it's not Gremlins.
Boy,
But Gremlin, you can always go to your local Harley dealer and buy one.
I'm not going to a Harley dealership to buy anything if I can help it. I know enough people up and down the East Coast and even out west to California that if I'm really looking to get something, I can pretty much find it. It may take a little bit, but I'll find it. And with the new folks that I've met, through YouTube and this kind of group that I've met across the country, I'm sure that it could happen if I really wanted to. But you know what? I'm not a large person, and I do like that. I do like, believe it or not, I like the Fat Boy. I like the low ride. I like the seat. Well, not the seat I have on it, but I like the way it sits normally. And the ride, I'd stressed myself for smoke out. It was about a six and a half hour ride north. And I spaced it out, and then after smoke out, I rode down to Wilmington, which was about 3.5, 4 hours. And then I stayed down there for about a week or so. And then I cruised on down, towards, where I am in Georgia, in Southeast Georgia. And that was about a 5.5, 6 hour ride. So what I'm learning with these longer rides with this bike is it's a comfortable ride. It really is. Once I get the seating, I need a little more lumbar and a little thinner, like I've talked to you before about it, on inner thigh, because I'm not that tall. Right. I'm actually about Dallas's size. I think Dallas. Look, Ray came up to me at Smokeout, looked down at me, says, "I thought you were taller than that," because all I see is you in these chats. And for some reason, I've been harping on that for a few times because I think it's just funny.
Yep. Did you meet Tweedle?
I think so. I don't know, man. We were drinking. I met a lot of people. I don't remember who.
We don't want to make it to smoke out.
Hey, at least you didn't lose your bike.
Not this go around. I was a little more cautious.
That'll be nice again.
Well, live and learn. I mean, okay. After the fact, I realized that I actually had my denim vest with me, and I didn't realize that my phone actually fit in the pocket. So I had it on the inside, but I only lost it. I was like 10 feet from it when I couldn't find it. So I wasn't that far from it, but I guess that's not relevant when you don't know where it is. But it all worked out. So I mean, it's a good laugh. It's something to be aware of.
So, Bob,
but I also have learned a lot. I've learned a lot about the cackleberry and how the roads work.
Yep.
So my next Daytona. Oh, well, I'm down there. Doc, you're going down to Daytona next year, right?
in March. Absolutely.
I'm gonna need a tag for my wrist so I can get my bike back in there. If you got an extra one, just let me know.
I
If not,
will.
I'm not sure Sandman's gonna be able to make it because he said next week's gonna be tight for him because of job restraints.
Reminds
Yep.
me.
So
Bob, Grizz says the fourth thing wrong is the color. It should be blue, not red.
well, then he'd have to change his name.
Southern Red Rider.
Welcome to All Tech Lansing.
Yep. Tiger Ward says, Gremlin, we were close to the same size.
I'm getting on YouTube now on the computer so I can read the side chat. I'm on my phone right now, so
Oh,
and
okay.
at least I'm not buzzing like seems to happen. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to get on sometimes because I've
Well,
been
just turn the volume down on the YouTube on the laptop or mute it. You'll be fine.
gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, there have been times when I haven't
Boy.
been on it and still had the same issues, but okay. Let me get to this stuff here.
Doc, I got to talk to you about getting those down here, by the way. I don't know if you got any ideas or suggestions there.
Do you get the bikes down south?
Yeah.
Ride. Ride down, fly back, ride down. One weekend.
Yeah, right.
Or a 2-bike trailer.
Yeah, that's what everybody's.
Rent a U-Haul.
It's just so expensive.
Yeah, I moved my bikes in a U-Haul with all my stuff in, and we moved to PA from North Carolina.
Right. Yeah, I did that once before, but they always get you with the one way with the cost. So I don't know if there was something you knew or something. Anyway.
Let me answer a couple of these things now. I see side chat. Dan, I'm a little bit taller than 5'2" by several inches. And Tiger, you're right. But
Gremlin
that
standing next
also
to you.
makes
I
us
felt
about the
tall.
same size, about the same height as Doc.
Who?
You. Ooh.
I'm 5'8".
Yeah,
Doc's
well,
taller than me.
yeah, you seem to be about like an inch taller than I was, inch or so. But I mean,
We'll ask
that's the way
TJ
it is.
if he was sober enough to remember.
Well, maybe you were standing in a hole or something. I don't know.
Maybe. This is the Cackleberry.
Yeah.
I plan on spending a lot more time at the Cackleberry this year.
Hey, you know what? There's something to be said for that. Just chilling and having a good time.
Exactly.
You know, if people want to see you, just tell them where you're going to be.
Exactly. Hey, Tweedle, compared to you, everybody is short.
Yeah, even I am.
You know,
Even I'm short.
I want Tweedle to wear a green outfit, put some green body paint on, and go ho ho ho, green giant. And since Dallas lives close, he could dress up as Sprout, and they could go out as Sprout and Green Giant for Halloween.
Oh, shit.
See, the beard makes you look taller, Gremlin.
Hey, man, you got to work with what you got.
That's it.
When's the next rally
I do have a 9'8" attitude.
in like at the beginning, starting with the beginning of November?
Oh, that would be Daytona.
Yeah.
Beginning of November would be Daytona Bike Week.
Daytona. That was in March.
Oktoberfest.
Yep.
Oh, but
Biketoberfest after November, Gremlin would be Daytona Bike Fest.
Right.
uh,
Yeah. Go ahead.
the rest of this year, is there anything going on the rest of this year?
Yep, you got Myrtle Beach Biketoberfest. You got Biketoberfest in Daytona. You have
I'm gonna have to go to the beach then.
the Lone Star Rally. You got Dallas's rally
When,
for meetup.
when's the one in Myrtle Beach?
Let me find out for you.
I wish there was another one here in Pennsylvania.
Besides Gettysburg?
Did you hear PA?
Yeah,
Besides Gettysburg, PA?
yeah. I wish there was another one. There's not really much other than Gettysburg. That's it. I think we should invent one.
You're not that far from Gettysburg, so
No, I'm only
Myrtle
30
Beach
minutes.
Bike Rally is October 2nd through the 8th.
Mm.
That's
Plan
good.
one down around Harper's Ferry area. You'll get Pennsylvania, West
did you say
Virginia,
that?
and Maryland.
What's that?
Did you say October?
Yeah, 2nd through the 8th.
Oh, I'm not gonna make that. No. Oh well.
So, Blue, when you start heading to North Carolina, you're coming from New York. Are you taking 84 right up to 81 to 77?
Yeah, probably.
Well, don't forget when you come through Pennsylvania this time to stop.
I will. If I come down that way, I will be sure to stop. I will. I'll hit you up. I'll be sure to stop because I
Yeah,
think
you
I'm.
can come to Gettysburg, Blue, in July.
I'm probably going to end up staying in Chambersburg like I did last time.
There you go.
I'll definitely hit you up.
Yeah, do that.
Well, on that note, I got to call it. Oh man.
Hey, put that thing away.
I got to call it a night, guys. I got to get some sleep. I'm working my butt off around here, so getting everything.
All right.
My house.
All right, man. Have a good evening.
I don't know if you could see it or not, but my house is almost empty. So
Yeah, looks like you've been busy.
yeah, I've been real busy.
I hate moving, but it's back to life.
You know what I can't believe is how much crap I've accumulated over the years. I've
That's
been
what
here.
they make dumpsters for.
Yeah, well, there's one out in the driveway. And I just cannot believe the amount of stuff that I've accumulated over the last 19 years.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
unbelievable.
Who's it? George Carlin says something about you just buy a bigger house because you have more stuff.
Yeah. Right.
What up, Dying Breed?
All right,
Hey,
guys.
bud.
Have
Bob,
a
I
great.
got a feeling your phone's going to be blowing up here in the next couple of days.
Mine?
Yeah.
Why? Who's calling?
I don't know. I got a feeling a lot of people will be calling you to say good luck, you know, with the move and the new job. So just a feeling I have.
Oh, well, we'll
I don't
see.
have a phone number, so I can't go. Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Are you there yet?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
just. All right. Have a good one with it, and good luck with it.
Thank you.
Good luck, Blue.
I'll thank you very much. I'll talk to all you gentlemen later, I'm sure.
Just talking to you other two, not me. I'm not a gentleman.
Welcome
And,
to south of the Mason-Dixon line.
I'll be sure to get on as soon as I get a chance.
Yeah, man. We'll see you soon, Bob.
All right.
Behave yourself.
Everybody behave. Everybody be good. God bless everybody. Have a great night. And
You too, buddy.
always be kind to somebody because you never know who's going to be kind to you.
That's it.
Amen.
Have a great night.
Yep.
So,
All right, have a good one.
so let me ask you, Gremlin and PA, which of the shop shirts did you like better?
I like B, but whatever you order is fine.
I like the options of B, but I tend to lean more towards A on that. But I voted B only because just I like the logo on the back and the fact that you can set something up on the front
Yeah, I like put Gremlin on there.
or
Yeah.
asshole or whatever.
Yep. PA biker,
Yeah.
rally horror. Well, the way it's looking
that
right now,
works.
53% of the people like option A for the shirt.
Yeah,
Well,
I've been
that changed
watching
quick.
Yep.
it. Did I've been watching it. Let's
So
see. What's the latest numbers, Doc?
53% option A, 47% option B.
Okay, it's still pretty close, and it's only 9:30. So
Yep. So if you're just joining in, these are the two options. I'm going to be doing a group order of a shirt, one style, either style A, which will just have my logo over the left breast pocket, or style B, which will have the logo on the back and your name on the front. And the flag can be changed to whatever country you want individually as I order it. So, I'm not paying for all these shirts. If you wanted a shirt, you would have to Venmo me the $45 for the shirt. I would order the shirts and then ship them out of my own pocket to you guys. So that's what we're looking. That's what we're looking at.
are these geared up for beer bellies? Are they designed?
I have no idea.
That was a joke question.
Because I got one.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, I think A is looking, now that I see it a little bit bigger on the computer screen instead of the phone, I think A looks more like a normal shirt as opposed to
normal
B.
shop shirt.
Yeah, I think I like A better than I do B. So, scratch one and add that to A. So that,
I like them
that'll-
both, but
yeah. But I mean, as far as something I would wear, probably A more than B.
Okay.
I'd wear B more. Just got
Yeah.
more to it.
I'm just an old hippie, man. We just want something that looks good, without all the fancy stuff. Now, what is that on the back? What are these dots on the back, Doc? On B, you say, where you have the department. What is all that? Is that like where it breathes, or is it design?
That's the design.
What about the going down the rib?
Going down the what?
The ribs, on the sides there, on the outside. That's all design as well.
I believe so.
Okay, it's not spandex or anything.
There is some spandex on there. I don't know how much.
Well, you asked for the beer belly, so there you go.
Yeah, you're right. Now, I mean, you know, they both look good, but I think that A would be something I would wear more than B.
Yep. The salty bagger said, I feel as though the votes have been altered. Not by me. I can't alter those votes.
Salty badges on here. Ooh.
Yeah, he is.
What is your
Hey.
problem, boy? Yeah.
So no,
Go ahead.
I have not altered it.
Go
I
ahead.
can't alter
Go ahead.
the results.
Go
You
ahead.
know,
Go jump down.
I don't have dead people you know, voting. These are live votes by people that are in the side chat and also on screen. I haven't even put my vote in yet. Because my vote is there's 31 votes right now for the past hour. And as far as I know, I will personally go with whatever everybody wants. Now, if everybody wants shirt A, I will order shirt A for myself, but I'll probably also order shirt B for myself as well.
Right.
Hey Doc, I would order a T-shirt if you had your logo on the back and just did like a pocket tee with like a smaller logo on the front, or you know, if you wanted to go with, you know, somebody's name, but I would just go with your logo on a pocket tee, and then your logo on the back. So it's a pretty cool logo, and it's advertising.
Yeah, well, see, now there will be a Dr. Harley t-shirt that you can buy. And when you buy one, it enters you into the Spaceball giveaway.
Oh shit! So how many do you get per order?
As
If I
many as
order,
you
if I
want.
order 10 t-shirts, if I order 10 t-shirts, I only get 10 tickets.
Yes,
All right.
each shirt will be 150 a piece.
Hey, actually, you know, I mean, that's a
So
good way
you
to
can
do
have
it
a
as far
1
as
in
raffling.
200 chance of winning.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what, raffling is a good way to go sometimes.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good way to do it. I could try and sell it privately, but I figured if I raffle it off, you know, a minimum sale of 160 t-shirts and a maximum of 200,
Right.
that you know, let's say someone bought one t-shirt for 150 bucks, they get a chance to win Spaceball.
Now, what's your contingency plan if you don't get enough sold for what you need to feel like you get what you want out of it?
Well, I'm going to have this the sale of shirts for a year, and if if I don't sell enough, then I'll refund everybody their money and they get to keep the t-shirt.
Okay, there's another option, I think, that you can always extend it and go forward a little bit longer, but that's up to you. We sold a townhouse one time in Crofton, Maryland, and it didn't. He didn't. My stepfather didn't get all the money he wanted, so he offered to either reimburse them or if they were all willing to pay just a little bit extra. And most of them did, and he got what he wanted, and so whoever it was won the townhouse.
Yep.
So there's different approaches to that. So
Yeah.
but auctioning can be good if you know what you're doing.
It's not an auction, it's a raffle.
What did I
Well, I
miss?
mean,
Not even a
well,
raffle. It's a
yeah,
giveaway.
well, when I say auction, I'm saying raffling. You know, I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
What did
Because
I
I think
miss?
he
You
started.
raffle off?
Spaceball.
Well,
You
yeah.
raffle off Spaceball?
Yes.
I'm all in that.
$150
See,
a
I mean, Doc,
t-shirt.
you can sell so many tickets and offer, say it's $500 a ticket, or
Yeah.
$200 a ticket,
No,
and
$150
get
a
what you
ticket.
want.
Well, $150 a shirt. And for every shirt you buy, that is one entry into
Okay.
the giveaway.
Okay.
That makes
So if you
sense.
bought one shirt at $150, you got one chance out of 200 to win Spaceball. If you bought two shirts for 300, then you have two chances out of 200 to win Spaceball.
So you buy, so if
That's
you buy
not a
200
bad
shirts,
odds.
so if you buy 200 shirts, the bike's yours.
Bingo.
Don't even go there. Damn, I'd get a divorce. She'd kill me.
Yeah, you and me both, and I'm not even married.
Damn. What if I won Spaceballs? She might like Spaceballs.
Yeah. Hello,
Or
Thumpers.
I'd have no balls. One or the other.
Yep. Because if I call it a raffle, Thumpers, then that's gambling, and that would
Yeah.
be illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, I like your tattoo, Mr. Thumper.
What do you do? Get a new tattoo?
Yeah, he got a new tattoo on his right knee or something like that. The
Yep.
you see that little bunny on the left of his logo? They put the logo on there. But that
Oh,
tattoo
yeah,
place,
yeah.
that tattoo place looked pretty cool. It had a lot of wild stuff in it when they were painting around.
I think we should get his wife a T-shirt that says, "If you can read the back of it, he fell off."
Yeah.
That might work.
He wants to know which tattoo. He's got a couple.
Well, he just went and got one that has his logo on
Yes.
the knee.
That was a while ago.
The T2 or whatever you called it. I just saw it. It just came up on my phone, so I watched it today.
Yep. So that's
So
all
which
the
others
stuff
did
I
you
got
get?
to cover. One was the big one about upstate rider moving down south. Two was, talking about my shopping spree down at V-Twin Manufacturing on Saturday. Third was the T-shirt or the shop shirts. And then the new tool I got for the shop, which I was excited about because I've been wanting one for a long time. And I waited till the shop could afford to pay for it, or it didn't, leave me no money in the kitty, because I like to have a little bit set aside, or I have to order oil or supplies or things like that, like brake fluid or rags or brake cleaner, engine degreaser, things like that,
Hey,
So
Doc, I got a
everything
question for you
I had to
on
cover.
Spaceballs.
What's that?
I got a question on Spaceballs. Okay, you switched out the belt drive to chain, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, on the chain drive, did you go with a stock chain, or is it like 4 up, 3 up, like wide?
It's a 520 chain. That's
Right.
O-ring. It's an O-ring chain.
Okay. So it's not a normal single chain like you would see on older bikes.
No.
Gotcha. Okay. I just wanted to, I'm trying to analyze some of the stuff. I know that my bike will never need stuff like that unless I go like total crazy, but I'm still in the learning process with these newer.
I know if I left the belt on there, I would have stripped or snapped that belt and left me on the side of the road, because I did the math. I knew what to expect for horse and torque on that bike, and having a belt drive with that much torque and horsepower coming in at a low RPM and carrying it out to red line, that it would not been a good day. So I went
Well,
with
the
the
torque would
chain.
have more effect on it than.
Yep.
That's what I figured.
So,
yeah.
I've cleaned and adjusted that chain 3 times in the past 6,000 miles.
Ooh.
So I keep
Well,
on.
you got
A chain is
stretch.
more
You got
maintenance than a
stretch
belt.
and all that as well.
Yep.
It being a new chain, you got to stretch. It's going to stretch some just to start with. That's a given.
Exactly. exactly. It stretched a lot when it was brand new at the dyno, and then after that, it stretched very minimal the other two times. So I clean it, I oil it, and I keep up on it. You have to because I don't want that thing to get dry or start getting
Right.
binding, and then it snaps, and then it breaks a whole lot of stuff.
Now, have you ever done a video on different chain oilers and what might work best? I mean, back in the 80s, you'd read the label on some of this stuff for your chains and had like most of it had like whale sperm and all this other kind of stuff. And I was reading the label and I'm like, huh? But I mean, has anybody ever done anything that's been, what works best with chains? What will hold on to the metal properly or for longer distances?
Well,
Uh,
all the chain lubes now are geared for anti-sling. Um, Most of them are all synthetic now. There's no real organic properties to them.
how can it be anti-sling and be synthetic?
I have no idea. I'm not an engineer or a chemical engineer.
Well, you
You know,
understand why I asked that question, right?
yep.
Or, like,
You're
because you
losing
don't
your
need much because it coats the metal.
Well, it's real sticky. I mean, real sticky. You get it on your hands, and it's like having candy on your fingers.
Right off that, but your fingers, metal parts are different entities.
It's sticky on the metal parts. You could feel it because when I clean the chain, I also
Okay,
clean the sprocket. So I get in there and I
right.
can feel it. And the shop paper towels, the blue ones, will actually stick to it and tear it. So I got to put a lot of chain cleaner to get that off and everything because I don't want that to hold dirt as well.
Did you go to what kind of sprocket? Did you go from your primary back to your wheel?
It's the same
You know
ratio.
how you can change that? Did you go for top end or did you go for the torque
It's the
on
same
your
ratio as
sprocket
stock.
beat? Okay, because you know how you can play around with that.
Yeah, I could put a bigger one up front to give me more out of the hole punch, or small
Right,
one in the back for the same thing, or I could go bigger in the back to lower the RPMs on the highway. I figured I'm going to
right,
leave it.
or do both and kind of find a happy medium higher up the scale.
Yep, I just kept it the
Okay,
stock ratio. Same thing with the compensator delete. It's the same ratio between the motor compensator or the motor sprocket and the clutch basket.
gotcha.
So I
Okay,
have a question. Went over my friend's house today and was looking at his exhaust on his bagger.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why? You got a little bit of rust in there. He said, yeah, it was in the rain for a couple hours. That'll clean right out, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So it's nothing that could hurt the bike.
no,
Okay.
no, it's just surface rust. He could wipe it out, or it'll get coated with the carbon.
Okay. Cool. He was all nervous about that, and I was like, I don't think it's gonna hurt. I think you can just wipe it out, or like
Yeah,
you said.
it'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, he was all. It was Chip. Matter of fact, we just dropped his bike off today at the Harley shop. He
Yeah.
did the inner primary, he did the outer primary, and he did the oil pan gasket. Still
Okay.
leaking. Still leaking fuel oil.
No kidding.
So I don't know where to go from there.
Yeah.
um,
Well, apparently that's not where it was leaking.
No. At first, he said he thought it was the oil pan gasket. I'm like, there's no way.
They have
Because
dyes for oil that you can put in the main tank, right?
Yes.
So if it ain't none of them three, what do you think that could be?
Well, I have to see where it's coming from.
Right. That's why I said
Well,
It
dyes.
could be
getting-
something as
it-
simple as the crank angle sensor. The seal on that is failing, and it's all washing back as he's riding. I've seen that.
That's what it's doing. It's getting all over his exhaust on the back.
Yep. I've seen it where it's coming out of the oil pressure sending unit. I've seen something as simple as a push rod tube O-ring failed and it's spraying everywhere. I've seen it where it could be a rocker box gasket that's spraying everything as you're riding. Not a
Yeah, but
lot
that
of pressure
stuff's
up
pretty
there
obvious.
at idle, but under load, it's going to pick up the pressure and it's going to start spraying everywhere.
Right. Well, he dropped it
Well,
off at
unless
the
the
Harley
oil's
shop
obvious
today.
all over the engine, you wouldn't tend to look that high up on the engine, would you? You know,
Well, I mean, I've seen it where it's the lower rocker box gasket failed,
right?
and the way it sprays down behind the starter,
Down
so
and
it looks
back.
like
Okay. But you would still think you'd have some residual somewhere to where you could
Yep.
track. But I
Did he
still,
just
I
change
would
the
still
oil in it?
suggest, yeah, put some dye in the oil and then look. That's probably the easiest way to track it if it's not that obvious, and do it under
Mhm.
load pressure.
Yep. Did he just change the oil in it?
Yes, he did.
Is his oil filter tight? Did he change the O-rings on the drain plugs?
Yeah, on the little tiny O-rings.
Yep.
Yeah, he did all that. And what's happening is his I'm trying to think what it's called. It's getting really hot. The primary.
Okay.
It's like real hot.
That should just
So,
take a quart of oil.
yeah.
Tweeter wants to know, does he have
Later,
a block
Mr. and Mrs.
filter?
Thumper. Have a good one.
Does he have
Right,
a what?
Thumpers?
What? I don't think so. No, I do on mine,
Right.
but I don't think he does on his. He's got that stage 2 the filter, and stage 1 rather.
Yep.
Because when he was doing all that and he took off the cover, I was like, well, there's why your bike's getting so hot, because it's getting no air because it's covering that breather. It's got a round breather on it, the stage 1 or whatever it is. And as soon as he took that off, he said it seemed like the bike.
Oh, he had the
Had a-
rain sock on it all the time?
Yeah,
That's the worst thing you could do.
yeah. Well, he didn't know that until whoever owned it before him put that on there, put it back on there.
Yep.
So I told him, I said, you need to just take that off and keep it off there.
Yep.
So to
That's
me, it
smart.
wasn't getting enough air.
Did he
Wow.
overfill the oil? Because I've seen it where if you overfill the oil, it will spray oil out of the carburetor because it's coming through the crankcase ventilation tubes that go into the air
Mhm.
filter,
Yeah,
spray back as well.
right. I don't think he did, to be honest with you, because he's pretty knowledgeable,
People make mistakes.
Exactly.
Did he check the oil while it was cold and so, it's a half quart low, I'll throw another half quart in there? Because when it gets hot, it's going to expand and it'd be a half quart over, which would cause him to spray oil out of his carburetor.
Right. Yeah, because this is spraying all over the bottom of his exhaust.
But if it's spraying on the bottom, then it would be something low like the crank angle sensor or the oil pressure sending switch.
Mm-hmm.
Plus on that side.
Yeah.
Right side, left side.
Left side, that would be the crank angle sensor, possibly.
Yep.
Could be when he pulled the oil filter off, he spilled a lot of oil and it got caught up on the lower part of the frame and oil cooler. And as you're riding, it's spraying down too.
Right. Right.
There's that to take into consideration.
Well, I know I took him up today. I trailed his bike up there today for him
Yeah.
to the
One of
Harley
the things
shop.
I do when I get a bike like that comes in that has an oil leak and they just did, they have a stage 1 and they just did their oil service. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean everything. Take it outside, get a degreaser on it, spray it down, clean it, scrub it, get it as clean as possible. And now, once it's clean and dried, now I'm going to go for a ride. And then, not just around town. I'm going to go up the highway about 5-6 miles, turn around, come back on the highway 5-6 miles, bring it up on the lift, and then see, okay, where is it coming from?
All right.
It could be that he's got a double gasket for his oil filter, because I've seen it where the gasket for the oil filter will stay on the oil filter adapter, and they just screw on another oil filter. So now you got 2 oil filter gaskets
Well,
up against them.
I know when he took the oil filter off, the gasket came out like
Okay.
in pieces.
So, okay, that's not an option then. So,
Still isn't tight enough.
yeah.
No. I don't know. I told him he brought it up to the Harley shop today, and I said, well, I hope you got deep pockets. So
Yep, pay $125 an hour.
that's exactly what they got. Yep. They're going to look at it and then call him and say, well, this, and this. I'm going to say, well, they're going to tell you it's this, and this, just to get that.
Yep.
Right.
And
it'll only take them about 2 hours less than what they're going to quote you.
of course, yep.
Yep. There's going to probably be a 1-hour diagnostic fee plus whatever the repair is.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of auto dealers do that now.
Yeah.
It's all about the money, but
Yep.
Sometimes you got to go with what you got to go with. I mean, I've had to use Harley for things, and it cost me almost. Let's see. I've probably spent 3/4 of money for parts and some labor with Harley, as opposed to now who I'm having to do the work. Doctor and I've talked
Simon.
for what I paid for the bike itself,
Yeah.
and the labor is just crazy. I mean, you can go out and order the parts, and even the labor will cost you more than the parts, even if you order them yourself and take it to them, which they usually don't want to honor.
There's a shop here. How they handle their quotes is they'll look up the parts that you need. So it's just for simple math. They say you need $500 in parts. They're going to quote you $1,000 in labor. So it'll be a $1,500 quote.
Wow.
They just double the parts, and that's the labor.
Well, I've run into some locals down here that have pointed me in the right direction, because of the recommendations. I'm paying like almost half less than what the Harley shop charges, and because of who recommended me, and then I've also been a repeat customer.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking to save some money, but this guy knows what he's talking about, and so I'm comfortable with him. He seems to do good. He backs up his work, and that says a lot. So I'll keep going to him as long as he doesn't. I don't feel like I'm getting screwed. I mean, there's no reason. And we talk. I've talked to him a lot, like the stage 2 parts that I have sitting here. He and I have talked. We probably had 4 phone calls, and me talking to him about the install, because I've seen enough stuff now to see what it takes. And I'm not new to this game, so I've seen stage 2, just not on these newer motors. I've seen it on shovel heads and things like that, but we'd never called it stage 2. It was we just put a cam in it and threw different stuff on there, and off we went. So that's all a new. All this is new for me, but I like where he's coming from. I like his prices, and so far, I'll have stage 2 before Daytona.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So
I got a
Doc,
guy here that I does my work on my bike, and I'm happy. When he charges like I think it's like $90 an hour or whatever, and
yeah, mine's
he
more like
stands by his work.
70,
You know, if
as
I, of
opposed
course
to
if I was
120.
up in Connecticut, it would be at the dock.
Yeah, well, they could
You know,
here in Savannah. Up here in Savannah, they charge 120. You know, I mean, I've accrued enough points through them on their little program to where I use that to pick up. I'm still playing around with windshields at that. I've got a my front bat wing is losing track now as far as what it was, but I'll think about it. But I've tried 2 different windshields, and after this long trip, I've realized that I may need to go in another. It's Memphis shades, all right. And I started out with the shorter one, tinted, and then I went up to I think the 7 3/4. So they've got some weird lengths
Right.
to them, And so I'm thinking I might need to go a little bit taller because I was getting hit in the forehead. Now I put my hand up here trying to feel the wind, and the wind seems to come over nicely, but other things seem to go here. So I think I need to bump that up from 7 to whatever else. I haven't done my research yet because this is something I was thinking about. I think yesterday.
All you need, Gremlin, is a 24-inch windshield with a wiper blade.
No. 24 inch, you won't even see me. I mean, the South has a lot of bugs, but there's a certain cool factor that plays into owning a Harley too.
Think about it. Nice big
I'm not
windshield
used
with
to
a wiper
windshields
blade.
at all. I don't know why I'm so picky. I laugh at myself. I'm used to riding in North Carolina. Man, I had an FXEF Shovelhead Super Glide that I rode all over the place. A windshield? No, that was for wimps and the FLHs and all that, which I'm just now learning about from the 80s because I didn't pay attention to them because they were like Shriner specials. We didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
The guys that rode these bikes didn't care about them. We weren't old enough. At least that was our mindset at the time. Now I look back and I'm watching everybody now, and it's like, damn, that's the cool thing to do, man.
Yep.
So I've had some interesting, I guess keeping up kind of stuff because I got out of bikes for a little bit.
There you go.
Doc,
I don't think I could ever get out of bikes.
Well, I didn't have a whole lot of choice, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I hear you. When I had my stroke, I didn't either, but
I
was
had nothing to
humble.
do with medical.
I was home a week from being in the hospital for 4 weeks, and wife went to work, and I went downstairs, and I was looking at the old Miss Piggy, and I said, only way to do it is to get on and do it. And I
That's
said,
it.
I got plenty enough time. She ain't gonna be home to catch me. Yeah, right. I came home, she cars in the driveway. I kept going right by the driveway. But
I said I
I
might have
had to
been
do it.
born in the afternoon, but it wasn't this afternoon. I'm not going home right now.
Yeah, yep. And I tell you, I don't think if I did, I don't know what I would have done. I probably never would have. I had to get on there. I had to prove to myself that I can still do this.
All
And
right,
that's.
Friday. Good night.
I
Good night, man.
All right.
I
Yeah, it's something you got to do. I think at one point in time in everybody's life, if they ride and do anything like that, it's, or whatever they're doing, it doesn't matter if they're even riding a motorcycle. If it's something you love, like kayaking or, whatever, if you get hurt and, you got to get back on it to find out.
Mhm.
Either you can or you can't.
Yep. You know, a doctor told me I don't think you should be riding anymore. And I said to him, I said, Doc, you tell me something. I said, what's your favorite thing you like to do? He says, well, I like to go skiing and stuff. I said, is that your peace of mind? Does that give you peace of mind? He said, yeah. I said, so if I was your doctor and told you not to go skiing anymore, what would you say? He'd say, I tell you too bad. And I said, well, here's your answer right back at you.
Yep, too bad.
Good.
You know, it's like a doctor told me to quit smoking at one time. I'm laying in the hospital. He goes, oh, you really need to quit. You really need to quit. And the whole time I'm looking at him, he's got this nice white coat on with the pocket and a big red box in his pocket. And I let him say, and he says to me, he goes, Mr. Keith, would you have anything you want to say? I said, yeah, do you practice what you preach? He said, what does that matter? I said, because you got a pack of cigarettes sitting right in your pocket, but you're going to sit there and tell me to quit smoking when you're a smoker.
Yep, I'd call him a hypocrite right to his face.
Yep, and that's exactly what I did. I said, so now as far as I'm concerned, you can turn around with your nice white coat and take a walk.
Well, guys,
My
I'm
only
gonna-
argument to that would be everybody's metabolism is different. Now, if he's in, being a doctor and knows that he's getting away with it and he still feels good, but he sees that there's an issue with you, then, you're around the medical field. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I agree with you at this level, but I'm staying on the peripheral.
I look at it this way. When it's my time, the good Lord will tell me it's your time.
All right, guys.
Right.
Hey, I'm going to end this. We've been at this 2 hours and 12 minutes exactly at this point. And, I've really run out of things to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
And, this isn't a medical channel. We're talking about medical stuff.
Amen.
Well, go back to bikes then.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to
We're
end
just
this
trying
live.
to keep the conversation alive, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm going to end this live because I got to get this thing charged up so I could use it tomorrow when I get home from work.
All right, bud.
Okay.
Have a good day at work.
Yeah.
Everybody, see you later. Bye.
Yeah, take care. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming
Later.
on. Thank you, Gremlin. Thank you, PA Biker. Thank you to Blue for coming on and give us an update on his situation. I know everybody's been really concerned about where he's
I've
been
been
and
wondering.
what he's been doing. So thank you for everybody for your input on the shirts. Looks like shirt A is the selection. Watch in the community tab tomorrow on how to order your shirt. Hey, Steve, good night. I didn't see you in there, buddy. Thank you to everybody in the site chat for coming on and hanging out with me and everybody else for a couple hours of your life. I appreciate it so much. With that being said, I want everybody to live the best life you can, ride often, and ride hard.
Peace.